Holly. Yeah, look, I'd like to come down and see you. God, just for a minute. Yeah. There's something that I need to say. Yeah, bye.
You're all packed?
Yeah, I'm heading back to Port Charles.
I didn't think you were going to leave right away.
Well, I wouldn't have, but I received another one of Faison's famous signature flowers last night.
Not again.
I'm a magnet for this man. I shouldn't be around a lot of innocent bystanders.
Well, hey, probably wait a minute, Give me a minute, let me get packed. I want to help you.
Okay. Yeah, I can probably use your help. Darash, I'm going to go downstairs and make my goodbyes with Holly.
So you think it's important to resolve these feelings you have for her, eh?
I guess I'll know that when I see her again. And bring this with you. Told my brother I was coming down to make my goodbyes. I'm not quite sure how to do it.
I know what you mean. But it has to be done.
Yeah. I leave for the airport in an hour.
I knew that's why you called. I was sure it was to say goodbye. Let me make you some tea.
Holly, let's forget about tea. Something that I have to say. Answer to a question that I have to have before I leave. Why did you come back here?
It's been such a whirlwind for me since I came to New York. Really, of course, shopping takes up a lot of time. You know that.
Holly, stop avoiding the issue. I've heard everything except the answer to what I want to hear.
You have?
What are you doing back here?
Robert, there are some things that I would rather keep to myself.
Okay. Understand, I don't want to know everything that's transpired since we last saw one another, but as your husband, I am somewhat curious.
I understand that. But this is making me uncomfortable, so if you don't mind, I'd rather change the subject.
Sure. Well, what are your plans?
I'm going back to England.
I see.
I don't want to be a worry for you.
With all that I have going on, I never looked upon you as a worry.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way.
I don't have a lot of time at the moment.
I know. I mean, you are police commissioner of Port Charles, after all.
Yeah. Well, there's an ongoing investigation.
Any leads?
Not a one.
I'm sorry.
I'm more concerned that my daughter could be the next target.
Robin, how is she? She must have really grown up.
Yeah, I haven't dealt with the growing up part all that well. I'll leave most of the day-to-day details
to Anna?
Yeah.
I can imagine what you're going through. With her disappearance and that man, Faison, taunting you. My showing up. It's too much for one person, isn't it?
Holly, with everything that's gone down between us, I'm very content in the knowledge that you're alive and well.
I am.
And you'll stay that way, provided you don't get involved with your scuzzy family.
Robert, please keep me informed about Anna, would you?
How would I do that?
Well, I'll let you know where I'm going to be. I hope that you find her and that both of you are happy.
Thank you. And I wish you happiness. Too bad that it just couldn't have been together.
Yes. Yes. And since we are still technically married, we have a decision to make. Do you want to divorce me or should I divorce you?
I'll take care of that.
It is better that we go our separate ways, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, our separate ways.
Goodbye, Robert.
Goodbye, Holly.
You've got to help me carry off this scam, yeah?
I'm sorry, Barry, but it's really important to me that I go back to England.
Just one thing. Just one small favor. Distract her, get her out of the apartment, take her on a shopping expedition, just long enough so I can have a leisurely poke around the place, yeah? Do it for me, Gus.
All right, I'll get her out of the apartment, but that's all, and not for the whole day.
Most of the day.
Barry, Holly, come in. Now listen, I have all of Leopold's stamp collection in the living room waiting for your examination. They're right over here. I have them all over.
Oh, fantastic. I really appreciate this, Dominic.
Oh, well, you're welcome. Holly. I am so sorry about what happened with you and Robert.
Well, as difficult as it was, we came to an understanding this morning.
And what was that?
I told him that I'm going back to England.
Well, maybe it's for the best.
But first, I would like to do some shopping. I mean, who knows? Who knows when I'll next be back in New York, and, I'd really like it if you'd come with me.
I'd love to. There's a few things I want to pick up before I go back to Port Charles. I'll just get my coat and meet you back here. We're glad to have you back, Commissioner.
Yeah, that goes double for me. Now, has there been any progress?
Yeah, all of it bad. Give me the report on those prints found over at Windmere.
Well, they were fresh, and the boys picked up a bunch of good ones down in the basement area and up in the attic.
Fresh, huh? Well, I guess he was holding it there. Any fresh prints would certainly mean he's still in the area. Let's publish a picture and put out an APB.
Okay, I'll get on it.
Any good news from the broadcasts?
I wish. No, sir. We followed up on all the calls, and they're basically your cranks that accompany any public appeal for help.
Let's increase them. We may as well tell everybody what's going on, that we have a kidnapping here and need any help we can get.
One more thing. WSB, they notified us that all the stuff they've got from the cartel is in storage and it's there for your perusal.
I'd like to do that personally. I'll round up all the other vested interests, Bill, Mac, Sean, and we'll do it tomorrow.
Okay, I'll make the arrangements.
Scorpio.
Oh, Robert, thank goodness you're back.
Something wrong, Lou?
Yeah, Robin, she refuses to go to school.
Okay.
No, it's unlike her. It's certainly unlike the class president.
Yeah, well, not only that, she won't talk to me about it. She won't talk to Sean about it. I mean, she won't even talk to us. Can you come home, please, and do something?
Yeah, be right there. Hold down the fort. I'm making a house call on my daughter.
This is the envelope that the tape came in.
So give it to the lab for analysis.
It's already taken care of it.
How'd it get here?
We don't know. It just suddenly appeared on the sergeant's desk.
Isn't it wonderful? I mean, this man just walks in and out of a busy police station at will. He's like the Pimpernel. He just appears anywhere, two places at once, if you
We
like.
seek him here, we seek him there. That damned elusive Pimpernel.
Do you mind?
Where's the tape?
It's been dusted. It's in the machine. It's ready for you to hear.
Good. Short and I would like to listen to this alone at the moment. Thank you, Guy.
Yeah, I understand.
Thank you.
You sure you don't want to be by yourself?
I may need your input.
Okay.
Robert, I know you've been trying to find me, but now it's time to stop. I'm happy being with Faison, and now I realize the attraction between us is stronger than I ever thought. Robert, I'm very sorry to hurt you, but now it is better that we go our separate ways. We go our separate ways. We go our separate ways. But now it is better that we go our separate ways.
I don't believe it. Don't! He's making a fool out of me!
This is evidence. Now, you cannot destroy this tape. You know that as well as I do. It may lead us somewhere.
Calm down.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
It's,
Probably an assemblage anyway. He was always taping our conversations. Spliced it all together so that I will hear exactly what he wants me to hear.
I don't believe for 1 second that my wife went with this man willingly.
this isn't very easy to say.
Well, say it anyway.
Are you willing to accept the truth even though it may hurt you?
What are you getting at?
The night that we brought down the cartel, Anna went to see Faison at the jailhouse.
So?
When she saw him in that cell, she began to weep.
What?
I was there, Robert. I was there with them. Now, at the time, I thought those tears were the tears of relief that Faison was finally caught.
But now you think that there might have been something else.
She was really crying. And I didn't say anything because it didn't mean anything at the time. But now, after everything that's happened, especially that tape, those tears could be interpreted as ones of remorse and sadness for someone you really care about.
I find that awfully hard to believe, Sean. Matter of fact, I can't accept that.
Look, old buddy, I'm only telling you what I saw. You make up your own mind.
Are you still here?
Yeah, well, I didn't realize the time. It's like the two of you bought out New York.
I did. And I'm just going to go drop these off in my bedroom. I want to remember to pack them when I go to Port Charles. I'll be right back.
Well,
Nothing. Nada. No stamp.
well, then the scam is over. Your time is up.
There's got to be a way of keeping her here, huh?
I don't think so. She's going to Port Charles tomorrow. Nobody could talk her out of that.
I've got to think of something.
I am forgetting my manners. I'm so sorry. Would either one of you like a cup of coffee or a glass of wine?
I would love some sherry, actually.
All right. Holly?
Not for me, thank you.
You know, Dominic, I was hoping you'd stay in New York so I could finish cataloging this collection. I'm sure I could determine its worth to some accuracy.
Well, there is a simple solution.
Oh, what's that?
Catalog the collection.
You'll be gone.
Well, I'll tell Chester and Elsie to give you a key. You can have the whole run of the place.
No, I couldn't possibly think of doing that. Not with you here. I mean, I'd feel I was imposing.
Don't be silly. You would not be imposing. In fact, you'd be doing me a favor to catalog all these stamps. Come on.
Well, in that case, dear girl, consider it done.
Come in. Robert, this is an unexpected surprise. How's Anna? Any leads? I mean,
That's
they're
why
worried
I'm
about
here.
her.
I want to discuss with you the hypnosis sessions you two had.
What do you need to know?
Did you block her completely? I mean, against any future attempts by Faison?
I feel certain I did. However, as you know, nothing is 100%. She did need reinforcement periodically.
When was the last session?
It's been a while. Obviously, she didn't need it. The problem seemed solved after the arrest of the cartel.
Scrub that notion.
He's on the loose, and it looks like he's kidnapped her. Good Lord, what can I do to help?
Okay. Did you two ever deal with Faison? I mean, talk?
Yes, we did.
Did she ever express an attachment?
What kind of attachment? I mean, they work together.
Desire, attraction, stuff like that.
Hold on a minute now, Robert. You're treading on doctor-patient confidentiality.
Tom, listen, I've got to know, all right? And what did she say about him?
Look, you know that I cannot reveal a patient's personal feelings and emotions. That's crossing over the line.
I'd like to remind you that you offered to help here.
I cannot violate confidentiality here.
Well, let's bend the rules, huh? How about a bit of confidentiality for a kidnapped victim?
Are you certain she was kidnapped?
Damn right I am. She wouldn't go with him voluntarily.
Look, Robert, I'm sorry. Look, this is the torture of being a doctor under circumstances like this, all right? I have to abide by the rules, even though there might be exceptions to it.
Tom, look, I don't really care about that. I want to know what kind of power this man might be able to have over her.
Robert, I can't divulge anything.
What would it take to shake up the rules? I mean, my wife's body on the floor?
Robert, please. Look, the only thing I can say is there is something about Faison that makes Anna susceptible. After that, I can say nothing more.
No, thanks, man. Robert got a audio tape from Anna today.
How is she? Is she safe?
She sounded like she was safe. She made it.
What did she say?
She said that she wanted to stay with Faison and that it was time for her and Robert to go their separate ways.
She must have been holding a gun to her head.
I don't know, but it's a hard one to figure out. I thought Robert was going to go right over the edge after he listened to her.
Wait a minute, don't tell me that Robert took what she said seriously.
I don't know. What I do know is that he's becoming very cautious. He's weird as hell about Robert, so we beefed up all the security at the penthouse.
I mean, you think Faison would go after her? I guess I wouldn't put it past her.
And she fell asleep. You already...
She's been through so much.
Yeah.
Thought she'd probably be up all night.
I know. Oh, Sean and I are talking to the building commissioner. I guarantee you they're going to put the security shutters up.
Well, that's good news. You can have the bureau take over.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about the tape with Anna. I mean, I wanted to ask about it before, but you didn't say anything before Rob went to sleep.
Good news it ain't. I sure don't want her to hear it at the moment. Had trouble listening to it myself.
Can you tell me?
Anna wants to stay with Faison.
I'm sure the tape was doctored.
Probably. I need the lab to tell me that, though.
Faison, he's been at this whole mess. Remember when I was here? And Robin was staying with me, and this is when he poisoned me with that virus. I mean, she came down the stairs and called 911, and she had not be dead right now, and he's still doing it.
My child has grown up a lot quicker than I would have hoped, largely due to a lot of pressure of late.
Well, Faison is definitely still in your life right now, and I think it's... Robin is suffering more than anybody for this. Why can't you just get rid of him once and for all?
Believe me, I'd like to. Once upon a time, I had the chance, but I I passed on it. I'm not about to do that again.
I just don't think Robin's safe until he's dead.
Well, myself, Mac, and Sean are going to get together tomorrow and butt heads on the situation.
I'm sure he'll come up with something. Oh, man, look at her. She's so peaceful.
Oh, it's my little baby. No, your dear old dad's not about to let anything happen to you. Never, 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 never. Never.